Air. It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with TOYO, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play.
Salute, salute, Bulldog community. Thanks for letting me back in, bro. I done fell off stage. Thanks for catching me, bringing me back in on that jump. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have technical difficulties, man. I don't know what's going on with these Androids. Think y'all heard about it? It's a lot of hacking going on. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of hacking going on around this joker. They done hacked in the big TOYO phone. I don't know what's going on. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties lately. Anyway, salute to the Bulldog community. How y'all doing? I got to find out who up in the building. See who up in the building. Let them get in the building. Let me see who in the building. We got Hemi James. Yes, sir. We got Bruno Bully Son. Salute the new member, Bruno Bully Son. Salute. Big Welsh up in the building. Brother JT, Genetics Rocking. Salute, bro. Yes, sir. Walnut PA. Yes, sir. You already know. Yes, Walnut PA. Yes, sir. Salute that. Wes Walker. Salute. Samurai. You already know, bro. Yes, sir. Big Tim Hendricks. Salute. Yes, sir. Big Tony already. Yes, sir. Curtis and Bulldogs. Get them. Yes, sir. Brother Supreme. Excellent. Salute, Supreme. Oh, yes, sir. We got the king in here. Salute the King T. Salute. Yes, sir. Definitely got the, what he got? Got them honey gold hot wings with the cold Dos Equis. Yes, sir. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Salute to y'all. Today, man, it's hot as I don't know what around here, y'all. It is hot as I don't know what around here. So I'm like drinking today. When I went to the store for y'all, I got everything that had something to do with ice. We got a whole bunch of water, first of all. Whole bunch of water out this jump. I got Molson ice, I got Bud ice, I got Smirnoff ice, I even got some Mike's Hard lemonade, and what else is that? Some Jack Daniels coolers, whatever these joints is, Jack Daniels coolers. I got a whole bunch of stuff like that. Everything on ice, you know what I mean? And you know, Salute to the projects too, over there at the projects. You know, I know some of them brothers over here at the cookout too. You know what I mean? Yeah, salute to y'all. You know my day ones. You know my day ones. I got like 275 over there over that Joker, and they vicious. You know what I mean? At that 275 mark for my subscribers over at the projects at Big Hill Fan on YouTube. Y'all my day ones. Y'all my day ones. Any y'all up in here, y'all my day ones. So you know what I mean? Anything other than that, because I could rock with y'all. I could rock with y'all. I could rock with y'all. So you know, y'all my day one. Anything else is extra. And we checking everything. We checking everything. But anyway, yes, sir. We got an oxygen tank out here because it's so hot out this Joker. You dig what I'm saying? And you jokers gonna get the drinking and stuff like that. I done brung soft stuff today because I ain't drinking no liquor. You know, it was a phenomenal Friday. It was a wild weekend. Now it's like Mad Monday. So we gonna get it in on Mad Monday. You dig? So a whole bunch of fruit salads, and it's 2 jugs over there too. If y'all see the fruit in there, don't think that's no fruit juice. That's some jungle juice. Somebody, you know, specially made, sent from the projects, 2 gallons of jungle juice. So beware if you want to drink on that. Now, as far as the food, we got a whole, you know, I brung a rack of salads because, like I say, it's hot out here. So we got the pasta salad, we got the seafood salad. You know what I mean? Potato salad with no raisins, no cranberries, nothing like that.
For sure.
So we got you know, some beef ribs over there. I know y'all don't eat pork. A lot of y'all don't eat pork, so it's some beef ribs, some short ribs, and you know, they doing their thing. They got some brisket over there too. So y'all enjoy. Let me see. Y'all enjoy. Yeah, I had a lot to really say today. Like a lot of things. Like you know, like I say, salute to all the channels that was on the whole Cap Brothers, that SDA Bulldog Court, and the after court special. You know, that was definitely excellent show. Salute to Bulldog with Bo. You know, Thursday and Sunday was vicious. You know, salute them. You know what I mean? Salute all the other channels that was getting it in. Salute PBK. Salute Buck City. Salute Bubba Max and Fat Bill. Salute the Fat TV. You dig what I'm saying? It was, you know, they always keep it right. Man, who else I miss? being Bulldogs, Calypso. Salute. You know, Break Bread. I check them out too. I'll be checking them out on a regular. He drops some good things. Who else? I know I'm missing somebody, but y'all already know I'm rocking with y'all, you know. But anyway, what is? Oh yeah, I forgot about corn on the cob. They got some corn on the cob on the grill too. Corn on the cob. All right. Now, non-stop, salute, bro. Salute Casino. Salute the Quit. You already know. For all the people, you know, who y'all consider, you know, thorough brothers and sisters, kings and queens, and real people that y'all say is real, y'all need to, you know, salute them. And, you know, y'all look out for each other out here, man. These times, man, it's wild out here, yo. It's just wild out here. You know what I mean? You look at things, it's like you got the clones and the drones, you know, the UFOs. And the fake hoes, they always been there, but man, they getting faker and faker. You know what I mean? They getting faker and faker. I remember at one point in time, we used to trip off when they used to be wearing, you know, the wigs or, you know, fake nails and stuff like that. You know, salute to the sisters or whatever. But like now, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember that movie Hollywood Shuffle when that girl was taking off all her parts. She even took off the leg. I mean, like, you know, everything fake. You know, fake is in style now. Like, I don't know what now. Like, people don't even trip off of it. Like, the dudes pay for that for they women and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. So us, whoever y'all think is real and down to earth and common sense, I know y'all smell it in the air by now, man. Like it's hard. It's hard out here, man. Like everything is like going towards the fakeism, the fake stuff. Everything is fake is like the new thing. You know what I mean? Like the new thing, you gotta be faking, you gotta, fake this, fake that, knockoffs, you know what I mean? And I think back how we got here. You know what I mean? All this faking, man. How did we even get here? Like, and I think it's like, first time somebody learned how to cheat or cut a corner, man. Once they show somebody that, man, it's like it spread a virus. And like right now, I think we at the repercussion stage of all that. Cause like, now hard work has gone out of style. Like that's like, I smelt it like, like about 20 years ago when you heard things like, things became popular, like, sayings became popular, like, work smarter, not harder. And, we made sense. We made sense out of that because it made sense because, we sweating and breaking our backs and all that. But some of us kind of, I think once you told them that, they took it the wrong way. And, they started looking at, being experts at cheating and, doing anything, cheating, snitching, telling things, anything to get above they fellow man. Everything became a race competition when that cheating get involved and that stuff get involved, and then, you always been a worker and all that type stuff. And we used to talk about how the people inside, we wondered how they was working and stuff like that. But when we was younger, but once you get older, you start realizing, how things is. Like, usually you're gonna find out that you get more pay for lesser work and stuff like that. And it might affect you a certain type of way, you start realizing, like, you know what I mean? You already smelt it because you're looking at around your surroundings and you seeing different things. And you know what you be doing, and boom, 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 and so it was always a bad taste in your mouth when you was always a hard worker, and you was getting jelly beans for your work, So like, and the other game seemed like it was more of a be popular or crab out on your next man to get ahead in that. So a lot of us, didn't play that game because, we take certain shit serious. So, like you ain't gonna be able to keep lying to certain people or keep on trying to backdoor certain people without serious repercussions happening. So when you see that game over there and that's what they doing to each other, a lot of us stay out that game and we just, try to keep it as simple as possible. And the people around us, surrounding us, the people that we want around us, we don't want the like snakes and the bullshit around us. You know what I mean? So it's getting harder for us because of to me, it's just like it's the natural course of things. Just from, like I say, just my opinion, Toyo's opinion, once you nobody punished people for cheating, lying, and stealing, and they make excuses of it for it, and it becomes dressed up like the cheating, lying, and stealing becomes dressed up with words like profit, good salesmanship, politically correct, business opportunity. You see how they dress it up when it's basically lying, cheating, and stealing, but they dress it up. So this is how you end up in a world where, as though the best liars be getting the money and stuff like that, because you want to hear that. And the fakest products products, the fakest products, the shiny products, you know what I mean? The shiny products, you know, different things like that, you know. So it's gonna be repercussions behind that. It's gonna be repercussions behind that, you know, because we years deep in that cycle. And when I talk about cycle, I'm looking at it like a cycle, like this is how I look at it. Like, you look at a circle, right? And you look at a circle and use it as a symbol of what I'm saying. So you have a born age or even a reborn age. All right, you start there. Right now, we usually figure out where we at. But you have a born age and then you have a reborn age. And I ain't talking about you individually. I'm talking about the world. So, and then, after the reborn or the born age, you get into like, it's gonna be things in between, but I'm just telling you Big Toyo breakdown of things. Reborn age or born age. Then you get into like a golden age, like where we shining, where we shining or whatever, or we feeling ourselves as a whole. You know what I mean? We think we smart, we think we know it all. We start playing God, we start thinking different things, and you feel good. And then, you might get into what I call a spoiled age. And, that means like the kids or the generations or the generations from that golden age might be a spoiled age. Because now they 2 generations from the hard work. So that spoiled age, that's when, you like partying. It's a whole bunch of partying, lying, cheating, and stealing. This is just Big Toyo opinion. Lying, cheating, and stealing becomes the norm. Outrageous stuff becomes the norm, like fly by night, nobody surprised, nobody getting corrected, nobody getting no repercussions behind different things. People being able to cheat and lie, and lot of things being done. A lot of things being done like on a old getaway tip or the back door type of things, and right after that, and the times I think we ain't get ready to come in now is the ass whooping age, or the restart, the ass whooping age when it's time to be held accountable. Like, stuff gonna happen, I think, you know what I mean? Sad, but it's true. But like, so this is just what I be smelling. I smell like this age where though, stuff gotta hit the fan, a lot of things gotta hit the fan and stuff like that. It's just, it's too much information, and I believe like the revolution, how I say the revolution, put it like this, the revolution is being televised right now, I think, on things like this, the revolution is being televised, believe me. Like, so, we're here, we in it, you dig what I'm saying? So, this is Big Toyo reading the synchronicities and being aware of my surroundings and trying to read the rhythms of how I live and, my experiences, so, that's how I just wanted to kick it off like that. Oh, that was a pretty long spill. But also, bro, if you hear Big A, can you drop the link in the chat, please, for the people to come in? Whenever you get a chance, I'm gonna keep on rocking and rolling.
Yeah. I dropped the link a few times. I'm gonna drop it again.
Okay. Well, that's already done. Okay, that's cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, now let's get to it. Things I was things that I came across today and days and shit. What y'all think about Jim Jones acting like he better than Nas? I just want to start there first of all, because these are the things and the times we in. Like I just was talking about, and different things, and I'm just thinking of things that's popping up right now. All right, so Jimmy say he better than Nas. That's what Jimmy said. You know, mind you, Jimmy only like 3 years, 3, 4 at the most years younger than Nas. And Jimmy some type of way say he's better than Nas. Now, I'm trying to tell you, to me, that's a symbol of the type of state we in as a whole. You know, but maybe I'm wrong. So like that's what I want to throw out there. And Jimmy better than Nas. We're gonna start there.
He just playing on everybody. Jim is reaching for money, man. He trying to stay relevant. So if anybody saw it and they read the numbers, they would know Jim, as far as the numbers are concerned, is nowhere in the ballpark. You know, if he bought tickets to the game, he'd be in nosebleeds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he says it and it gets everybody up and roaring, now people talking about him. And he been playing on boys for the longest, and he lame for it, but they rocking, you know.
Yeah.
Nah,
All right,
he
I'm looking at the
delusional.
chat. I'm looking at the chat. They say kind of the same thing. You know, I know, you know, I'm just smelling the times we in, like the things, the nerve, like the things. Okay, so all right, I guess I'm just smelling the cookout. Cookout said, yeah, man, Jimmy crazy, man. Jimmy crazy with that.
Delusional.
Yeah. All right. Now, Hemi, you must smell me and Hemi on the same rhythm. Next thing I'm going to, and salute PBK too. PBK had the fights on and everything last night, I think. But like, y'all, how many of y'all want them? Oh my goodness! Before I go, Nonstop had to come in and say, Jim is just out of right now. Okay, but he doubled back down and said, but he lost his mind. All right, salute that, Nonstop. Salute that. All right.
Yeah, but anyway, got bad reception.
Oh, I got bad reception, bro.
Oh, no, you clear now. You clear. Yeah.
I told you they hacked into my jump, but yeah. Hey, yo, how many of y'all, like I say, smell what I was talking about earlier, man, the times we didn't come to and everything, and, you know, use that as a reference to these little things I'm shooting out there. Next thing I'm shooting out there, they already talking about it in the chat. Who in line for them Charleston White puppies after y'all seen that performance last night?
Hey, man, look, I've been known Charleston White can hold his own, man, but he gotta pick and choose his fights carefully and stuff, man. But you know, you don't want one of them Charleston White. You don't want them Charleston White puppies. You don't want them Charleston White puppies. Did you see that performance? What about that conditioning package he had, Big A? I ain't see none of that stuff, man. Oh, hey, man, I'm slow, bro. I'm slow, man.
Why? What you think? Why you say slow?
I know that just went over my head. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Did you see that win? Did you see that? You see a win line on Charleston? Charleston, did Charleston have a win line anywhere? I ain't seen no win line on Charleston.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but he still came out. He still came out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So these the times I'm trying to tell you. These the times. You got Charleston White out that joint, knocking out the TKO on the youngin. Oh, I'm glad I'm not a youngin no more. I'm glad I'm not a youngin because like how y'all eat that up? How y'all eat that one up? Y'all called the man a snitch and everything. He still came out there. He got a TKO. These the times we living in, bro. What is going on?
With one eye.
And no conditioning package. No conditioning package.
Yeah, man.
My mic still messed up, bro?
No, you clear as day. Yeah.
Samurai said you only saying that because he's from Texas. He's from Texas.
Nah, man, I'm saying it from a realistic standpoint. Like, I'm not saying he got hands out this world or anything like that, but him as a youngster being that size and you could tell he could hold his own. You know what I'm saying? That's an old school. And I'm not bigging him up or nothing like that because old boy didn't have nothing with him anyway. But that's a 48-year-old against a 20-something-year-old man. Um, I think
Just
from a standpoint like this, though, I always tell these youngsters, man, you keep messing with these old schools, they still got. It's a couple of them that got one in them, still got one in them for your ass, waiting for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
man,
Yep.
did you see the man, did you see the faces, the curve face though? Did you see when he quit the face? The face
Yeah, I
though.
saw it. I
The
saw
face.
it.
It's the same. It's the same, y'all. If y'all never seen it, that was it right there. He had the face.
Yeah.
He had the face.
Yeah.
hey, hey,
Yeah.
yo. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
I
goodness,
I
man.
was dozing off, about to go to sleep, and had to check something on YouTube, man, and that popped up, and I watched it. Man. They got the little scrapple or whatever after the fact. Yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't even see all the scrap back afterwards. You know what I mean? But that's how it be.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, just y'all remember now. I had told y'all earlier. I gave y'all the spill on the times we in now. These the
Hmm.
times we in. It's like crazy. All right. Also, we got these things just come to my head, man. So we got fake Friscos
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
Got the PPK. Pelican Bay said we got the bootleg yellow out here now. And GHK Twins and them said, was it GHK and them? Yeah, Twins and them said, when Victor went over Ecuador, we had the knockoff Mayday. So we got the
Hmm.
knockoff Mayday. And what is it? That was it. Fake Frisco, the bootleg yellow, and the knockoff Mayday, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, don't nobody want to work no more, man. And then they
Hmm.
got fake food for the fake niggas. They got fake food now for the fake niggas. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fake food. I
You
seen
know,
one time the people over China was making rice out of plastic. I'm like, what?
yeah,
Like,
I saw that. I
so
saw
they got
that.
fake food for these fake niggas, man. So these niggas can eat and all that. They ain't even got to eat what we eat. They don't even got to eat what we eat, man. You notice and now we way deep in the game. They got a lot of fake food out. Like, we deep in it now.
Yeah.
I'm just, this is me reading the signs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Shoot, man. And then, what else? Oh, also, I was thinking of this too.
What's up?
Movies. This might be for y'all too. Y'all might can help me out too. What movies kind of told y'all like that y'all looked at that kind of y'all think might have put the pit bull in the bad light? Like it's a lot of movies and stuff like that, but like I could think of one offhand. Like
Fresh.
okay. And I was thinking of Shaft. You remember Shaft when he came out there? There wasn't even pit bulls when he came running out there. That
I don't know what that was.
he came out there with them two joints. Hey, they looked pretty. They was pretty and they
Yeah.
looked the part. But there was
Yeah.
like a bad stereotype. And the whole thing is, I know the dogs looked pretty. And somebody could be like, man, that's beautiful dogs. And whoever owned them dogs, I'm sure they loved for them. They wasn't turning down that check to get in that movie. That'd have been stupid. But you see
Yeah.
how they could play people. You see what I'm talking about? As far as the things behind the scene, the things that's working. Like, man, so that check wasn't that check that they gave that dude. Like what I'm trying to say is that check whatever he got for putting them dogs in the movie like that, or even the Fresh
Yeah.
movie. Same situation with the Fresh movie.
Yeah.
It
Ghetto
did more
Dog too.
damage. It did more damage to the community, way more than that check. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean by that?
Yeah. Yeah. Ghetto Dog too.
Yeah.
You seen that?
No, I ain't see that. No.
Oh, that's good. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. How much of the bullshit when you look at it nowadays that we already married to, that we never divorced.
Yeah.
Always a lot of fake shit. Always a lot of fake lying and cheating and stealing. And now the
Man.
quality of all that, the quality of the work is now shaky. Now shaky.
Yeah.
It's now shaky. You know what I mean? You know, and stuff get passed on. Like, you know, it became like, get passed on. You gonna, some people is teaching other people how to cut corners. You understand what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
So when you go through 4 of those people, and imagine if they responsible for projects and stuff like that, but at the same time, they not really supposed to have that position because you understand what I'm saying. So how long does it take for it to show up in the work? How long does it take to show up in that product? You understand what I'm saying, bro? That's what I be saying. I be thinking about it like that. That's how I be thinking about it.
Yeah, no, that's real. Yeah, man.
That's how I be thinking about things, bro. I be just taking it, trying to, make sense of it. Come on now, Big Hill, keep it 100. They teaching them how to cat. That's what I mean. Pressure. That's what I mean. They passed that down. They passed that down. And you got generations that's married to the cat. Married to the cat. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. You right on it. They passed them cats down. Pass them cats down to stay in power. You better not take off your cap. You better not take off your cap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you made good off the cap. When you eating good off the cap, when you eating good off the cap, yeah, they passing the cap down. The games we so married, so knee deep into the cat, to where though. The game's getting played on us. We like almost in a reverse press. You want me to tell you how? Because they're using our own standards and integrity against you. The world naturally is moving like that, whereas though how can I put it? It's working against you now, like almost like when they find how is it? What I'm trying to say, bro. Like it's working against you now, yo. Like when they know that you ain't one of them ones that's gonna do that with with promoting that lie and all that, or getting down with the jump. Oh, you on the radar to get you even gonna be some type of way they gotta get you out the system because you like a virus
they want
now
you to be quiet.
System. Yeah, you like a virus. And then on top of that. And on top of that, this is what they count on. Your integrity making you keep your mouth shut because they know the rules that people like us play by. We ain't gonna be telling on nobody. We ain't gonna be whatever. We always let it, it be what it is, and it get justified in the end. But they know that, so which means we ain't gonna be out in front of every store saying y'all they selling knockoffs and all that. You know why? Because us look at that as somebody knocking a hustle. You understand what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not going to knock your man's hustle. You're not going to do that. So it's like, basically like it work against us certain things. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So which means even though you're not taking no shorts, you're not cheating. You're not putting out a bad product. You're not you're You're doing everything that you was taught to do by the people that still had integrity, the hard workers and all that. So you doing all that. Meanwhile, your brother is doing the opposite. He's lying on different things. He's doing different things, and he's moving faster than you because he's lying, because he's doing these things. So you got to take the pain of looking at everybody by the lie. You understand what I'm saying? And you better not go out there. You would be hating on him if you out there say like, yo, y'all doing this, doing that, boom, boom, boom. That's when you become a hater. So that's working against you. So you got to be quiet and let that go down. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Things like that on different levels. On different levels, though. Like, nah, you never is allowed to do that. You never is allowed to do that. You know, that's just how real. And like what I'm saying, like that fake it to make it gang be eating off of us like that for years. And it's cool when you used to be. See, that's why you to be just a normal average person, man. You gotta love just a normal average type of thing. You gotta be happy with what you got and all that type of with the things like being alive and having an opportunity to be better. Different things like that. If you keep focused on those small things, you know, we all want big things in life, but those things is very important. Like, you know, to me, the small things of, you know, recognizing that you could be gone, or you got time to show somebody something or help somebody out. You know what I mean? A lot of times our life ain't for us. Like the message is for somebody else. A lot of us don't be knowing what our purpose and all that, but a lot of times you is somebody else's message. You know what I mean? Just like you might have picked up a message from somebody else. You is somebody's message. You understand what I'm saying, Big Game?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's why a lot of us be trying to keep some integrity and stuff like that. Now we all as human beings, but like, once you realize, I just be smelling, just smelling different things, bro. Smelling different things. We all out here together though, but I just be smelling different things and like sharing it with y'all.
Nah, that's real. Real, bro. Cause times are definitely changing, man. They definitely change.
I'm sorry, I ain't even behind at the chat. I see something. Big TOYO, the wedding crasher to the cat. I know how they do. They drink the bed. It's universal mind control. Tim Hendricks says universal mind control. We need to turn our flashlights on and get out the dark. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the small things that you could build off of. Like, I remember Brother Nonstop telling me a while ago, our problem is we don't support the people that support us. We want to support the popular people. And we forget about the regulars that support us. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of times we get blinded by that. You choose an old fancy nigga to run behind. Meanwhile, you kind of like shitting on the people that's holding you up while you try to chase somebody that don't even want to be around you. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and a lot of us be doing that too. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be doing that. Things that I be made aware of and stuff like that. Like I say, I take it as a blessing of getting that jewel and being able to act accordingly on it. So making sure that, okay, looking back, seeing who was supporting me that I might have missed or whatever, and making sure I'm keeping my thing tight. Okay, they would support me. These were okay. Just going down them type of checklists. You know what I mean? Things like that. You know what I mean? And once you just do that, sometimes you might think of something. Oh, I forgot. That person. You might think of somebody that really helped you out. That you overlooked. And you didn't even mean to. And that thing might have helped you out in a position, some type of way. You understand? It could have been the lady at the gas station last week that ran out the store, flagged you down. Hey, you left your wallet on the joint. You know what I mean? You left your wallet on the tape. She ain't had to do that. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. You came back, got it. You hurry up to work. You so busy, you ain't know how major that was. You ain't know how major that was. At the same time, she could have been somebody else. Whereas though, it could have been different. It could have been way different. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like sometimes, I want to salute people too. Like, like I be up early. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I be up early to do different things. Like, I got to, even with my back hurting, all that type stuff. And I got to feed what I'm doing. I got to take care of 8 of them. I got to take care of 8 of them right on my deck. 8 of them jokers every day, every night.
That's a lot of work, boy.
8 of them jokers every day, every night. That's just on my deck before I go up to Pops and help him out. You dig what I'm saying? So like, it be real.
That's a lot of work.
It's like, it be real. So you know what I mean? And be different attitudes. I got my attitude, and it's 8 of them down there. They got their attitudes. You know what I mean? And we a family. We got to get it together. To, I can't be that going down there messing with them all stressed out and not having it together. Not, you can't just go down there after you just had an argument or cussed out somebody, whatever, and go down there, try and mess with them. They picking it right up. They picking it right up.
Yep.
So you gotta get your head clear and try to what dog man said, you didn't tell your kiddo partner happy birthday, but all on Facebook telling God a happy birthday. Yeah, stuff like that. So stuff like that. Stuff like that. Yeah. Man, but yeah. Oh yeah. Salute. I had a guy out there cutting the grass or whatever. I was just wondering.
I got to do that. I got to do mine today.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all rocking out there. That's what I'm talking about. I like when they get to drinking and get to eating and stuff out there. I like when you know what I mean? Hey, we sit back, look at the cookout. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good Monday for y'all. We like to build. It's hot around this joker though.
Oh man, come to Texas.
I looked at Texas. I was thinking about you this morning. When it get hot like this around here, yo, we start looking at other places around the country like, man, boom.
Try to make yourself feel better.
So I'm looking at Texas. Y'all was like 59 or 70 in Dallas, but Houston was hot like 81 this morning. But over there in Dallas, y'all was like about, I don't even think y'all was in the 70s. I was like, hold up. But it's probably hot now though in the daytime, like 12, like that was early this morning when I got up early though. But how does it now right now, Big A?
Let me check. Hold on.
Nigga, we they already sent an alert to us like we probably break records today, y'all. They just like you can probably break some records today. Mississippi sounds good at 70 AQ.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna be raining today, but it's gonna be 95.
Ooh. But y'all get cooking. Y'all must get cooked. Y'all warm up and then get cooking, man. We come out the gate cooking when it's cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like man, see over here, like, okay, it'll start warming up around like 10, 11. It'll be like in the 80s, mid to high 80s, and then it'll just keep going up. And I'm talking about 5 o'clock, you'll be thinking, okay, it's about to start cooling down. No, it'll be like, it'll go up 5 more degrees slowly, all the way up till like 7. Till the sun start going down, it's going to keep getting hotter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's different.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Feel you on that one. It bring the dog out in you. Bring that dog out in you if you got any
Oh
dog
yeah.
in you.
Yeah, but I like it. Like it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shoot, it'd be like when it get hot, it'd be like 87 at night, 80, 85. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the next holiday coming up, Big A?
I don't know. 4th of
4th of
July.
July. 4th of July, the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, it's gonna be a hot summer too, man. Y'all already know it's gonna be action-packed summer out here too, yo. You can already
Yeah.
smell it. It's gonna be an action-packed summer, man.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be everybody stay on your toes summer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a lot of action going on out there, boy. Whole bunch of action going on, man. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Canelo and them fight is coming up when, gentlemen. Canelo and Bud fight when. I smell it coming. Is we a week away? How far are we away? I might be wrong. Somebody in the chat let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. Chicago, man. Hey, it be hot in Chicago, but it ain't about that heat, boy. When it get cold, it's the windy city for a reason.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm talking about a week away. They talking about September 13th. What's coming up then? What's the next fight coming up? Keep that Supreme. To me, that brown and white dog on that mill, back leg look off when he running. That's AQ Hunt Henry.
Okay.
I think he talking about who's that Kazi or who's that Kazi talking about? Or that's
Gotta be Kazi. No, that's Kazi. Kazi.
That's Kazi.
No, I don't think it's that.
Is she a puppy? Was she a puppy then?
I think she a puppy, and she a galloper, trotter or whatever. Yeah. I guess you could say. Yeah, she like.
I could tell she was a puppy. She didn't even got her gait down yet. She probably was just I bet you she didn't run it like that all the time. I bet she ran it after a while. She felt, you know what I mean? Yeah. She was just finding her gait. I think she was just finding her gait, bro. AQ.
Yeah.
And I know what you mean. For some of them gait different. Like I know what you mean too. Like some of them, they back legs like, more is for power. I think. And some of them they more power. Yeah. They not with all the. They don't. You might think it's different, but. Coming
it's
from
like cars.
That's why I say that to you, because I know you know.
Yeah, I know you rear wheel drive, you got front wheel drive, you got all wheel drive.
Yeah, you got to know the different gates. You got to know the different gates of that. Even though that one was just learning her gait, but I seen what he was saying, and sometimes it'll make you think that, but nah, even Pops had to school me in, like, that's that power in the back, that's the power jump. You know what I mean? I had to think what he was saying, like, some of them, like, they want that power all the time, and that's how they doing it. You know what I mean? They ain't running like that. They doing something different. Salute that though. The differences of that. Yeah, salute that.
Yeah, man.
Salute that.
Yeah, man. Man.
Yes, sir. AQ said lighting the ass, jumping up in the air, lighting the ass, a little lighting the ass. He back on the race cars with you though. Hey, that's the race car talk.
Yeah.
The ass ain't moving around too much. She just ain't got control of it yet. That's the driver. That's all. She ain't got control yet. She a youngin' behind the wheel. She'll not deal with all that power yet. They trying to contain it. She want to do something else. That's all. She ain't got the rhythm. They got, that's all. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Cause I see her ass and I see the thighs. It ain't like she bony back there. She got something poking out there. It's just she don't know how to use that back end yet. She ain't got control over it yet. She trying to figure it out. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She want to do something else. She want to do something else. And I'm gonna tell you, dogs like that, Dogs like that, you gotta be careful of burning their back in and out too, like on different things, because they'll do like that, and they be trying to like, they're gonna be trying. It's like almost like those ones to me almost perfect for a carpet mill, but you gotta be careful because they'll work a carpet mill. They'll get the work out of a carpet mill to me, but you gotta be you definitely gotta be knowing what you're doing on that thing.
Yeah.
Like that carpet mill be good for those rear end ones that like that, whatever. You dig what I'm saying?
So I don't know.
Salute that too.
I don't
Salute
know.
that. What he
Yeah.
say? Wait for
I don't
help
know.
that out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hold because it's just gonna hold the ass in down. Hold the ass in down. I see what he's saying, but if I do that, I definitely would do it light. Like I say, she a puppy, so I would just let her get it how she live. She'll get it together. But like if it was a grown junk doing that type of stuff or whatever, or not even grown, almost like like a year or something, then I probably would put something light, let her drag something light.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But most of that stuff, you want them naturally get it together. Naturally get them to get it together. Is my opinion. That's why I like free range of motion exercise. You dig what I'm saying? I like that free range of motion. You know what I mean? Because so her muscles could develop when she's doing all that bouncing around and all that. It's gonna be different muscles developing too. You dig what I'm saying?
Her back end. Her back end look good.
Yeah, that back end look good. With different muscles gonna develop back there. It's gonna be a different type of party back there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all developing the muscles.
And that's a small dog too, as far as weight wise.
Hey. That power that she just jumping back there. Jumping, guys.
Yeah, man.
That's why I love letting them ball out, man. Letting them ball out. Man, that's the best. I just let them ball out. But like, you gotta have enclosures and stuff like that. Just to me, you gotta have enclosures and privacy. So a lot of us ain't lucky to find those things. But that, man, if you blessed with places you could go that you could safely let them jokers just ball out. Privately, you and that dog, you know what I mean? Lead up one in the car, whatever, or bring them out one at a time. But definitely, just let them ball out, man, as much as they can. Ball out all over the place. Let them get all that stuff off. Ball out. And then, then put that leash on them and ride them like a stallion. Let them get it out. Then ride them and start guiding them once you get tired. Let them tire itself out, and then y'all start working. You dig what I'm saying? And do that all the time. If you can. Let them ball out. Get it all out. Ooh, then y'all start working. That's when he getting his breathing down. Once you clamp him down and he start pulling your weight, and he start getting his breathing down. Oh, that's just my opinion, though. You know what I mean? I just get it how I live, though. Just get it how I live.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Okay. Big power. He said, "Hey Q, I walk with a big power line with the 40 feet rope." Damn. Yeah, man.
I walk that big power line. I think he talking about the power lines where they be riding the motorcycles on down the power lines. The boys be riding. Yeah. I think that's what he talking about. That's how we used to do around here. Like the boys are riding the motorcycles all them down the power line. I think he's saying he go up and down the power lines because it be long stretches. I think that's what he's saying. It'd be long stretches. Them power lines that be cut off in the woods, and it'd be like long sections of straightaway. That's what the motorcycle boys around here used to love. They hit them power lines and be rocking and rolling. But yeah, you hit the dogs with them jumps because it be straightaways. Yeah, that's what he talking about. It be straightaways. You can just get it in, get your workout in. Yes, sir. Oh, people been asking too. Salute to the Cat Brothers. You know, them boys trying to enter the dog show. You know, they asked me the next one I'm getting in. I told them I'm probably getting the I told them the July show, but what I meant, y'all, Cat Brothers, I meant I'm gonna send my stuff in July for the August show. So you gotta get your stuff in by the last day of July, right, Big A? To be in the August Digital Dog Show, you had to have your pictures and everything, your 2-minute video by the end of July to get in the August show, right? Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do, Cat Brothers. You know, I'm gonna make the August show, so that means I got to the end of July to get my footage in. So we got time to put them jokers, huh?
What you say, bro? My bad, I was on the phone.
I was saying, the Cat Brothers was saying they probably put in some dogs in the next show. I mean, the show that I'm gonna get in, the next one I'm gonna get in it. So I told them I was gonna get in the July show, but I realized, to get in the July show, I would have to have my stuff in by the end of June. So for us to have time, to get in the show good, I'd say we're gonna get in the August show. That way we got to the end of July to put our footage in, correct?
Yeah, no, it'd be the July show. So you will be doing July because we do the July show the first Saturday in August.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I got. So I'm just saying it a little wrong, King T and Pressure and everybody. This is how I go. We get our footage in by the end of July. We still gonna be in the July show. They do the show the month afterwards. So August gonna be the August first weekend of August. They're gonna do the July show. So we got to the end of July to put our footage in, bro. That's all you gotta know. You know, got to the end of the July to put your footage in. I think it's like a 2-minute video, Big A. You got up to 2 minutes, I think, or
I believe it's 2 minutes, or it might be 2. I think he might have extended it to 3. I had to double check, but it's for sure definitely 2. And when you send it in, man, have it all edited together. Don't send in multiple videos and stuff. Just edit it all together in one splice.
Yeah, like a 2-minute pad pack joint of your best shots or whatever you try. Show your dogs in the best light. You know, 2 minutes. You know, jump.
2 minutes. Yeah, you right, Toyo. It's 2. Yeah.
And I thank y'all for coming to all y'all that's gonna support the Digital Dog Show and put y'all dogs in. I thank y'all. Salute y'all already early.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yep. Hey,
he said, please turn. He said also a word of advice. Please turn your phones the wide way style. Yeah, that makes it easier for him to put the things together. So turn your phone the wide way style is the best.
I got a question for you, Toyo. You
yes,
got
sir.
8. You got 8. Out of those 8, do you have one that no matter what you just naturally gravitate towards?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't play no favorites with my dogs.
Well, that's the thing, because you said something that Pops had told you back in the day, and he said don't how can I say it, man? He said don't
fall in love with them. Don't fall in love with them. Yeah. So I don't got no favorites. I don't have no favorites on my dogs, bro. I don't do no favoritism when it comes to my dogs. Do not do that. That's one thing I do not do.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
it ain't it. Even when I smell myself doing it, even if I catch myself doing that, I double back on everybody else and do what I did that made me whatever. Because I don't do that. It's just like,
Yeah.
that's because they my family, so it's just like your kids. Like, nah, I ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, man. So no, that was just heavy because I you know what I'm saying, everybody has their own way of and how they handle stuff, man. And that was the game that was passed down to you from pops, and you still kind of walking that light to this day. Now, with that being said,
and let me break it down even more for you.
Okay.
Now, afterwards, there are ones that I remember, and there are ones that I forget, and that happens naturally. But as far as me willingly going out there favoriting some of them, I don't do that. Everything straight across the board the same. We all workers. I ain't treating no work. I ain't cheating for nobody. I ain't doing nothing special for none of them. We all working, acting accordingly. We all working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, would you say that? Yeah, like, because you went in and out, and it's not on your end, it's on my end. But would you? So I might have missed something. But would you say that your favorites come after the fact, after they've left your possession, or after they lived out their years?
The closest thing I could say to that, if you can hear me, the closest thing I could say to that is that when they're gone, I have some that I remember and some that I have forgotten naturally, not on purpose.
The ones that you remember are special.
Yeah, I remember them for some reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Nah. I was just thinking about that when you were talking about the 8. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a question I wanted to ask. So, last question though, bro. So, when Pops told you that, how were you handling the dogs prior to you walking in that, in that direction?
I had favorites. I had favorites.
So what did that do to you?
It was just a different level that I was going into. I was going into, and it made sense to me once I start getting more dogs. Like, because you're going to see, if you let the dogs talk, it's going to show you how many times your eye's wrong, how many times
you're about to say. So by you taking the love out, as far as picking a favorite, did it heighten your sense of picking or picking and choosing?
It just made me start listening to the dog's language, and it made me get in tune with the dog language more. And like I said, when I started listening to them more and stopped picking favorites and thinking this is the favorite over certain things, because it showed me by doing that, it saved me a lot. Because if I was hard-headed when he was telling me that, I see how I could have been running into a lot of brick walls, thinking that I know something, thinking that I know things when I should just let the dogs tell me what they are. You dig what I'm saying? So when he told me that, that's what it introduced me into, letting the dogs tell me who they are. You know what I mean? And you be surprised when you be surprised. You be happy when you be happy. You know what I mean? But be used to regular, boring things. You know what I mean? And get used to the work. Get used to the work, and things will stand out. Not you just seeing average work and saying things that aren't true, or hyping yourself, getting out of reality. Let things play their part. Let things go all the way. You understand? That's the best I can say.
Okay, so if you were talking to a youngster or a new beginner that's got their hands on dogs, you know, and I'm not talking about from a pet perspective. I'm talking about they really trying to get into dogs and they have multiple dogs and you know, they have, you know, they have the means or the funds or the space or whatever the case may be, and they're getting into a bunch of dogs. And I see, you know, they might have some money, might be financially situated, so going out and purchasing dogs across the country or this and this and that is might be a thing or whatever. What kind of information would you have for them with that being said, after, you know, with your years and dealing with the dogs?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you honestly, one of the thoroughest statements I heard in the last couple of years was shouts out to Top Shelf Bo when he said, and he always saying, I ain't got no advice for you. Like, you got to get your lumps and bruises how I got mine. Like, basically, that's the best way. That is the advice. No advice when you're dealing with these things, because there's so many gray areas. It's so easy to lead somebody the wrong way, not intentionally, because what you're telling them is your experiences, your path, and that person path that you're giving that stuff to can be a whole opposite path, or show him things that make you seem like a liar. So to stay out of all that, you let the people get their own lumps and bruises. It's nothing with that, nothing to that. That's bulldog life. The same way you just named that person going around the country, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So, but like they gotta get it how they live. You dig what I'm saying? And that's the safest thing for me to tell them. It's not like I'm trying to curry nobody or keep no secrets. That's I took when you think that's somebody trying to, you know, let you, you know, they don't want to be accountable for your mistakes or leading you the wrong way. And something, you know, they take it serious. I take it serious. A man and his experiences with the dogs is something that should be personal like that. You dig what I'm saying? And you really don't need nobody but the dogs to talk to you. Now, you could go ask for advice and all that type of stuff. We all do that. You know what I mean? But you know, when you ask for things like that, you know, don't be surprised when you know things turn out to be lies. Things turn out to be lies, or you know, different things like that. Don't take it personal, because the person might not have been purposely lying. He might have been really telling you his experiences, but on your end, you prove your yard is proving that shit to be a lie. That's all it is. That's why you should always just listen to the dogs anyway. Salute.
Yeah. Okay. You heard it from Toyo, man. Yeah.
No, I like the questions, bro. I like the questions. I like it all.
Nah, I like it all. Bro, I always be listening, man. I always just try to you know, see things from different perspectives and ask different questions, even though I'm not in that position where you know, I'm handling a whole bunch of dogs and all this other stuff. It's still there's still some good game for somebody who's out there who needed that little piece of information. Maybe you know, maybe their feelings is in these dogs, but it's in the wrong direction, you know, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, they might be doing the right thing, but just hearing your experience and stuff, because the thing is, bro, you're telling an experience that you got that was passed down to you. So it had to be either learned from, you know, pops, or pops, it was passed down to pops, and that's good information to have. And like I say, man, somebody might be looking at the dogs from the wrong perspective and might need to take that step back, you know, and look at it from a whole different perspective, bro. You know, I'm making the wrong decision. You know, I mean, like every time I'm messing up or things ain't turning out how I want to, maybe because your heart is in the wrong, is in it, you know, on the wrong side. Maybe you need to take your heart out the situation, you know. That was heavy because I remember you when you had that conversation. You said that about Pops. I'll be listening, bro. You know.
You know, his standpoint. You know, Pops, all his dogs was always working. So, you know, he go through a lot of dogs, and he's an old man. So, you know, he done lost countless of litters, countless of good dogs. You know, for countless of reasons. So, you know, it's just a safe way to keep your sanity. You can't just be going crazy over all the, like, it's been times something that somebody, you know, it's been other people. It's been times when some super duper dogs on Pop's yard, they got, like, you know, gone by hogs. You just go out there and just the collar there or something, you know, and it'd be bad joker, you know what I mean? But he might have got loose and he got over there with them hogs and they gave him the business. Now, I'd have seen his peers more emotional than him about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, that was one of your best. Ooh. And he just sitting there like, man, what could I do? You know, these are situations that happen. And he was like, if I was out here, you know, I might would have tried to help him if I could. he was like, the devil met a better devil, whatever. You know what I mean? Different things. The devil met a better devil. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? It'd be hard pills to swallow, but like you know, you need to see that sometimes to get it. To get it, I guess. To get it, you gotta see it sometimes, I guess, you know? You know, but sometimes people, you know, they think, you know, it's the end all be all when they get one or something like that. You know, but if you stay in the game, man, them dogs will bless you. If you do the dogs right, the dogs will bless you. You know what I mean? And you let them be dogs, and like you let them live their life. That's what he usually does. He let them live their life. Like, that's why I don't be hard on him so much, because, you know, that joker did what he wanted to do at the end of the day. He thought he could do that. He did what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So hey, and he always say that them dogs, you know, they spirits, even that one, the spirit is still there to the other dogs to teach them the lessons. That's how deep he go with it. Like, you know, so whoever filled that dog chain up, they got it.
Yeah. No, that's real, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah.
Everything been good with you on your end?
Yeah, man. Just got a lot on the plate, man. Just gotta get you know, sometimes you gotta take a step back and just get a little more organized and then come back to it, you know. So that's all it is, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So what do it mean? I see 201. What do that mean? 201. I ain't never seen numbers like that. 202. Was that people in here talking to us or something? Or that's just the messages? The people talking? Yeah, well, salute. Salute. I ain't used to them type of things. 202 comments or whatever. Salute. The food must be good today on a Monday. Everybody was hungry.
Yeah, man.
I like when they come in and eat. I like when I see that type stuff. Salute.
Yeah. Man.
You got any more questions or anything? Hey?
Nah, bro. That was, you know, it just popped into my head because, you know, working those dogs and, you know, getting up, maintaining, and you spend a lot of time with those dogs. So when you get up in the morning, and I'm just picturing you going through your routine dealing with the dogs, man, spending so much time with them, you know, a lot of people gravitate, you know, they just have a natural dog that they, you know, click with a little more than the other dogs, or this and that, man. And I just wanted to see, you know, ask you, you know, your perspective on it. You know.
Yeah, I look at
But
it like a coach. Like I look at it like
mhm.
a coach. A coach, like or don't get it twisted. Like when some of your players, I definitely recognize when some of the players their talents are different. Stand out. Like if I'm
Yeah, I
coaching a
know. I
team, if
mean,
I
I know
coaching a
that
team,
because
you know what I
you
mean.
said that before. I mean, you
Yeah,
said that you say and I'm a firm believer right along with that. You let the dog tell you what the job is going to do.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I,
I
I
like that
know
one.
I know you're looking at it from I know you have like that eye
Yeah.
and know to use that, but it's just like even with that being said, and I'm glad we're talking about that, but even with that being said, let's just say it's a job that you're really into, whatever what the dog does, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily, let's just say hog cutting. You just have a streak in you right now where you real active in that direction, and this dog really just does it. It doesn't just do it; it excels at it more than your other dogs, and you just into it at that point in time. So naturally, you might be working that dog a little more than the other, which will cause some people to gravitate towards their dog as far as a bond, and then I'm sitting at the top running my mouth, but then so okay, you got 8 dogs, so if you were to do a keep with one dog, you're gonna be spending a lot more. So yeah, you be spending a lot more time with that dog. So do you just shift the bond for that moment in that time frame? Is that what I'm
They
saying?
get more of my attention. They definitely gonna get more of my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Usually a lot of times it'd be like two of them. I like to try to do two of them at a time. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Okay.
I keep it simple like that. Uh, I very rarely like to just do one.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do two at a time. But basically, like
Okay.
no more than two though. But
Mm-hmm.
uh what I was gonna say, you asked. Oh, what I do is though I quarantine them though. I don't let the other ones see all the attention that I'm giving them. I don't do that.
Okay, okay. I see what you're
I
saying.
don't do that. That's what
Yeah,
I do not do. You know what I mean?
because
Just me and the type of
that's
dogs I got. They real jealous
yeah,
dogs, so
I'm about to
all
say
types
that's
of
a hard ass
accidents
for
would
you right
happen.
there.
Yeah,
That
all
is a
types of
hard ass
accidents
for
would
you.
happen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Different. The type of yelling they do, like
Mm-hmm.
ain't built for the neighborhood type stuff. Just by you touching
Yeah.
another dog once they like that. You know what I mean? So like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, definitely they got to be quarantined and from the other ones that's not being worked, so they just won't cause them to be stressing for nothing and revving their engines up for nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'll take two of them, and play a game with them. Play a game with them, let them make each other excel, make sword sharpen sword. You dig what I'm saying? Like a competition thing with them in the keeps. You dig what I'm saying? So they trying to outdo each other. So I do that.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah. That's good info. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, those good questions though. Hey, good questions, man. You make
Yeah.
it easy for me to talk. You make it easy for me to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some stuff to do today. I ain't gonna be working out till this evening. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I can talk just a little more.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. I'm cool too. But I couldn't tell no difference though because I mean a little bit. I mean a little bit different, a little bit
Mhm.
different. But I see you getting the breathing down. Like I couldn't. I thought you was working out now. Is what I'm saying. So that's how
Nah,
much.
nah,
So you don't really be breathing that hard when you be working out. You dig what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
I can only do so much because if I do, I'll be oh, you know what I'm saying, on live. So I ain't gonna do that to
yeah,
y'all,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna do that to y'all, but nah, yeah, I'm gonna get it in this evening and be right back to it tomorrow. But just gotta, like I say, man, today is I had to go to the barber shop and do spring cleaning yesterday. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff around the house, get organized, and then a whole bunch of stuff, man. Then get back to it. So it's just one of them days.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them days for me too. Gonna be one of them days for me. I think I'm going because I'm gonna start bringing the boys out, bringing the boys out and stuff. So I'm thinking about taking one of them young ones and put with me by itself. One of them little young jokers.
So yeah. How often you go out with your dogs? And I mean, I'm talking about like rolling, like in the car.
You said, how do I what?
How often do you ride with your dogs?
How often I ride with my dogs? Every day, if possible. Every day, if possible. Yeah. I used to take two of them out at a time because you know I drive around for them. So yeah, those opportunities.
They be with you at the job when you be rolling.
Yeah, because like you know I got my own business, so I just deliver stuff. So so I put them in the car with me two at a time. You know what I mean? Let them come out with me or whatever. Those opportunities, man. You know those opportunities. I seized all of that. But it you know comes with its bumps and grinds too. You know what I mean? Like when you first start, some of them using the bathroom all in the car and all that, you got to stop.
It just takes consistency.
Consistency. You get it together. You know what I mean? So we be working, man. We be working. Okay. You know, I do that just as a part of living around this joker, like I say, just to keep them right. Just to keep them right. You dig what I'm saying? As much as I can.
Man. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
And I use music. My dogs, when they come out the womb, it's music playing. Yeah. And to the day they always hear music. They always hear music all the time. All the time. Huh?
Once they coming out music, man, I need to hear that.
Whatever's on the radio, bro. I don't put no whatever's on the radio. I listen to like my local radio station that I groove to. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know I let them hear all that all the time. So they hear all that all the time. So you know they go to sleep. As music still on. You dig what I'm saying? They wake up, the music on.
Yeah, they say
that's just a little something I do. That's just a little something I do. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because to me, it's all about rhythms and stuff like that. So I'll just be wanting them on the same thing I'm on. So I let them hear the rhythms I like. You know what I mean?
Is there any music that gets them hype?
Nah. It's some of them that like I got one name Sexy. So when that Sexy Red song come on, when they be like, get him sexy, she'll think they talking about her. So she be doing a little something. But other than that, like if the song saying something towards their name, then they look up or whatever. But they so used to music, they good. They like normal to it. They ain't tripping.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And Pops gave her that name, Sexy Wiz, though, because I think when I had gave her to him when she was a puppy, and he named her something, and she just wasn't answering it. He said, "You think you all that, don't you? You think you sexy or something? You think you sexy or something?" And she turned around and started responding to that. So that's why he named her Sexy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Man.
Yes, sir. Real talk. I like that. He said, MKM, salute. He said, mine's sit when the pre-roll 2 gets busted open.
Let me find out that you're a little smoke buddy.
Yeah, that's how you like them, MKM, when they just know you. You know what I mean? They just know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Nah, for real. Yep. That's the thing, man. Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I
man.
love it. What they talking about? Let me look back in there, see what they talking about. What they talking about? Okay. Might just be. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, Twan up in the building. Big C. Twan. Salute the
Mhm.
wolf. RBG.
Hey, how often do you have litters in a 10-year span?
It depends, bro. It just depends on what kind of jobs, how many I'm unemployed, different
Yeah,
jobs, do shit like that. Right now, I'm not doing no breeding. Just putting out no breeding before I know I'm not doing no breeding for the next 2 years.
yeah,
Like I know I'm not doing no breeding for the next 2 years. I got product on the ground and they not employed. They not employed yet. So I don't
yeah.
put no more product on the ground. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
I don't really sell to the public. I breed for my own reasons, to keep my own stuff and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's why I charge. That's why I would charge so high for my dogs because, just because of that. But
Mhm.
but like right now is no more breeding for at least 2 years. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
pops breeds. Pops
yeah.
breeds because the hogs and stuff like that. So he needs stock on the ground. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
People hog hunt, so they're gonna be hollering at him and all that type stuff. So, he breeds. He still breeds like that.
Yeah.
But I don't. Not like that. Not like that.
Um, does any of your like immediate family like get attached to the dogs?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like my yeah. Like,
yeah,
yeah. They are in that stage of love. Like my brother, my nephew, my cousin, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they always get dogs from me, you know what I mean? And like they have their own experiences with the dogs. You dig what I'm
mhm,
saying? So they do what they do.
yeah,
They do what they do with the dogs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But yeah, they don't have a lot of them like me. They don't got a lot of them
yeah,
like me. So it's different with them. You know what I mean? It's way different with them.
mhm,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, man, yeah,
I love when
man,
they get. I love when they get them though. I love when they get them. I love when somebody get them because they just they be happy. They be happy and stuff. You know what I mean? You know how it is when when somebody happy with what you give them. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm, yep. Quality first, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's what Big C said. Yeah, my fault. What they
yeah,
say?
yeah. He said,
Yeah, big 4 breedings
yeah,
for me.
for breeding
Big
for
A
me is
quality
quality
first.
first. Yeah, yeah, man. You know, um, yeah,
Yeah, I don't have enough clients. I don't even have, like I don't be out there like that. So I don't have clients to be breeding like that. So
yeah,
my breeding's always uh uh
for what you
uh
need.
yeah, exactly. Relate to
Yeah,
what's going on at the time.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
That's all. Simple as
yeah,
that. Simple as that.
yeah. Like me, if I like, let's just say I need a male or I really want a male, I would bait Michonne strictly so I could pick my male. You know what I'm saying?
I got
That's
you.
it.
I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? That's it for me. As far as yeah, yeah,
No, that's real talk though. That's real talk.
yeah, yeah, man.
Pimpin' come on today?
Yep, he'll be on in about in about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man.
Ain't nothing to it though. Just have fun with the dogs. That's all it is to me. I don't
Yeah.
when it just have fun with the dogs as long as you can. You know what I mean? As long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say I might take one and put up underneath me today.
Yeah.
Put up underneath me today. You know what I mean? Might do that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all kicking it with us, man. And like Toyo said, man, that July show. So if y'all gonna jump in that July show with Toyo and the rest of the clique, July 31st will be the last day to enter into that dog show. But in the meantime, in between time, you still have time to enter into this June show, which will be the last day of June. And we'll be airing that so you can vote live on Saturday, the 4th of July weekend on Saturday. So y'all stay tuned for that. And shout out to the new member, what's the new member? I gotta look it up, man.
Bully Son, something Bully Son.
I know it's Bully Son, but I was looking for a first name. This is Bruno. Yeah, Bruno.
Bully Son.
Yeah, I got you locked in now. Bruno Bully Son, man.
At Casino, like Fred asked the joint I see on the screen, have you experienced a line with more stamina than the Red Boy line? Casino, I would answer that question like I've seen a lot of dogs with stamina out of different lines. I don't think that's unique to one line. I think that's unique. That's relative to breeding programs, what they're breeding for. You know how they're breeding their dogs, but I think you'll find stamina in every line. You know what I mean? That's me personally.
Yeah,
my personal opinion.
Would you say if you were going to Red Boy, you would be trying to add some fire, a little spunk, how I say it, like I don't know, hot, like
That's what Pop say. That's what Pop say back in the day. Like he don't be knowing a whole lot about the intricacies of like nowadays or whatever. But from back in the day, he would always tell me when he messed with some red boy, he looking for some hotness. He looking for some hotness if he messing with some red boy. That's coming from him. That's just him. From back in the day, he would say if he messed with some red boy, if you ask him what would he be looking for if he messed with a red boy dog, he looking for some hotness. That's just him. Now me and my experience, I'm not going to no. I'm not more into going to specific lines. I'm going to specific dogs, if that makes it more. You know what I mean? I'm going into specific dogs. That they consistently. It's a consistent thing that's what they doing or something. It might be a cross of something, red boy and something else, but it's consistently doing whatever I needed to do. That will be why I'll be interested in it.
Okay.
So more of my day is to, in my opinion, in my experience, it's more of the dog that we be going to than the line itself. It's more of a dog that we're looking at and a consistency in there, what that breeding program was doing, more than a line. Now, when you find that dog that then you probably look at the line to, if you about that, you might look at the line and see if it goes with yours, so you go in that direction, whatever. If it fits your thing, you know what I mean? Or you might just try it anyway. You ain't caring if it match up with the papers. You look for a certain trait, certain acting dog, and it end up being this dog, and you don't care what it's bred, like you putting it in your jump. Some people would do that, you know what I mean? So it's different ways. Some people, but like I say, in my experience, it was more on dogs we was looking for, and a consistency of that trait or whatever we was looking for, you know what I mean? But that dog got our attention, more. But it was still some guys out there that go to lines and tell you what lines would answer casino in a different way, and they know what he talking about, and they would answer him in a different way than what I answered them in.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Go ahead and take these rounds,
wrap it up. All right. Salute to everybody in the chat, everybody that came to the cookout. I already salute y'all. Y'all already know how it go. Y'all stay royal, and Big Toyo will stay loyal. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. And you know how we do. I'm gonna try to have something good for y'all or whatever. And y'all beat the heat. Yeah. Salute.
Yeah, man. Man, you know what it is, man. We got that Man at Work coming up at 10 a.m. Central Time, man. That's 11 East Coast. If y'all know what it is, you know what it is, man. But yeah, man, other than that, man, shoot, about to be out this bad boy, man. Catch y'all in a few. Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.